Welcome to Sandals Royal Curacao. This resort is located on the Santa Barbara Plantation, surrounded by the ocean, the Santa Barbara Golf Course, and private homes. As we make our way to the entrance to this resort, you're going to see off to the left are some of Sandals' private cars. These are given to people with rooms, such as the private bungalows on the water, to take as rental cars. And right off to the left, you're going to see Zuka and Vincent. Zuka had a really vibrant atmosphere and a lot of dishes from both Central and South America. As you can see, this is what the inside of the restaurant looked like. And here are some of the dishes we had. Appetizers, the main course. This is the inside of Vincent's. This is a reservation-only restaurant and has a very modern feel to it. And some of the dishes we had are appetizers, our main courses. As we head back outside, you'll see some entrances to ballrooms on the left. Again, Sandals' private cars. This is the entranceway where the transfer from the airport, which is included, will drop you off. The airport ride is about 30 to 45 minutes depending on traffic. And when you get here, the staff will greet you here and get you checked in. If you check in online though, before you get here, the process goes a lot quicker. Over here is Club Sandals, so if you do have a Club Sandals room and have some of those perks, you will be able to check in there. And you will be escorted by the staff to that area. Now we're headed into the main lobby of the resort. So this will be your first look at Sandals Royal Curacao. This is the lobby. You have the main desk. So if you have any questions, you can go to them throughout your stay. This is a beautiful lobby. It actually really doubles as quite the hangout at night. This is the Island Routes desk for tours and excursions if you would like to book any. This is the main lobby bar. It becomes a piano bar at night. Here's the menu. These are probably some of the best drinks we've had at any of the Sandals resorts we've been to. And just a better look at the lobby and some of the seating areas. Again, this place is super busy at night. And a little look off the deck here. As you can see, there is a stage and speakers and lighting all in the way. We are actually here for the grand opening, but this is what it looked like when we first arrived and what it will normally look like without all of that in the way. It's a little bit of the view from the main lobby. It's absolutely gorgeous. As we turn around, you'll see the very tall gentleman in the blue shirt off to my left, who is the general manager. And we're gonna head down the right side corridor of the main lobby. As we continue walking off to the right, you'll see the wedding planning office for weddings, vow renewals. These actually are free at Sandals if you stay a certain amount of nights. Again, off to the right, you're going to see the gift shop. So any gifts you would like to bring home, souvenirs, if you've got any toiletries, anything like that. There is a lot of 40th anniversary merchandise for purchase as well. And then off to the left, you're going to see the Sandals Loyalty and Travel Office. So if you're looking to plan another trip with Sandals or beaches in the future, you do get anywhere between 10 and 12% off if you book on property. And again, off to our right, you will see Epics, which is the photo lounge. So if you get any photos taken throughout the resort by the professional photographers, you can look and buy them there. We're now going to backtrack into the main lobby and head down the left side corridor instead. There's stairs, obviously down to the actual resort. Got some beautiful views off this deck of the main pool, the ocean. Off to our left are going to be a bunch of ballrooms. This is where they hold the returning guest dinner on Tuesday nights if you are a Select Rewards member. Some beautiful paintings of all the other resorts. As we move forward, off to the left, you'll see the culinary desk. This is where you can make reservations for certain restaurants like Vincent's and Butch's. They'll give you this little planner so you can remember what times you actually made your reservations for. And off to the right, this corridor leads to more rooms. As we make our way down the stairs to the resort, you're gonna see off to the right, we have Pietra's. This is the Italian restaurant at night. It's the breakfast buffet in the morning. It serves sit-down lunch. They offer pizzas to go all day and from 10 to 2 a.m. Again, as we make our way towards the pool, please ignore the fact that there's no beach chairs, umbrellas, things look a little crazy. This is the night of the grand opening, so they're kind of setting up and getting ready for all the festivities. So it normally doesn't look like this. This is actually a piece of the Blue Man Group grand opening performance. Also got to meet Adam Stewart at the grand opening event. We definitely would have filmed earlier in the week, but this was a nice little surprise on our vacation that we're here for the grand opening. You have some shuffleboard down there. Again, ignore the chairs on the lawn. Doesn't normally look like that. And now we're headed towards Canal and Butch's. So Canal is actually a pastry shop during the day and a wine and cheese bar at night. And then Butch's serves both breakfast and dinner. Again, you do need a reservation for Butch's for dinner, not for breakfast though. And these were some of our meals. This was hands down our favorite breakfast here. It is a sit down, not a buffet. Some of our dinners, desserts. And now we're gonna make our way really towards the left half of the resort. You're gonna see there's lots of rooms. So as we move about the resort, and you're gonna see coming up on our right, a Sandals Beach Cruiser. These bikes are awesome. They're all over the resort. Whenever you want one, you can take one to help ride around the resort. This actually is quite a large Sandals, bigger than we had expected the property to be. So it's cool that you can pick one up, ride it where you want to, leave it. If you find one again, you can take one to your next destination, but just a little unique feature of this Sandals. Also off to our left, you're gonna see some of the over-the-water bungalows. And as we enter the beach, you're gonna see, again, here's a better view. These little bungalows are basically right on the ocean here. They have their own infinity pools, soaking tubs. I want to say there is 5 or 6 of them, so not too many, and those are the ones that do come with the private cars you saw in the beginning. This is a huge section of beach, beautiful white sand. The only thing is it is very rocky and it is a no swim zone. I will show you the actual beach and swim zone later, a little farther down the resort, but this is a nice place to relax, hang out, sit at night, watch the sunset, or even book a private candlelight dinner. As we turn back this way, you're gonna get a better view of the double infinity pool, the swim up bar. There's a hot tub on this second level here. As we continue through the left side of the resort, again, just be aware that we're here within the first 18 days of this resort opening, so some of the grass is still being completed and the shrubbery is still being put in and the palm trees are still being planted. And I swear by the time we left this resort, everything was actually in place and done. So they do work very quick. But you're gonna see here off to the left, we have a lot of the swim up rooms. Again, they're all on the bottom floor. They all have soaking tubs. And actually all of the rooms with soaking tubs at this resort are on the ground floor. So I know unlike most Sandals that have them on different levels. Off to the right, you're gonna see the wedding pavilion. Here you can have a wedding or a vow renewal with the blue Curacao water in the background. You're actually setting up for one today. And as we move forward over the bridge, we're gonna come up on the 3 food trucks. You have Kishi, which is Asian cuisine, you have Toteki, which is local cuisine, and you have La Palma, which is Spanish cuisine. So if you sit at any of these tables, you will be served with all 3 menus. You can order from 1, 2, or all 3. And again, over here, some of the seating area, you have a better view of the wedding pavilion and the blue Curacao water in general. Here are some of the menus. These were some of the bao buns from Kishi. Of course, we had to try all 3. And the cuttlefish. You can also see that these food trucks and the food truck seating area sit on hole 1 of the golf course, which is actually not included with your stay at Sandals. That is an extra fee. Ahead, you'll see the bar. It has above seating as well, so you get a better view of the ocean. This is Alus. So this restaurant is open for both breakfast and dinner. It is more Greek Mediterranean style food. Over here, you're gonna see more rooms, more swim outs on that bottom floor there. And then now, these are the heart-shaped pool bungalows. So these bungalows sit, the ones off to our left, on a heart-shaped pool. The entrance to Alus is right there. Get a better look at these bungalows. Very private, very secluded, a little farther off the beaten path. There's the Golf Pro Shop up here, again, since we are sitting basically on hole 1. So if you're looking to golf, your journey starts right here. So this is the really far off left section of the hotel. Again, this section is super secluded. It is all ground floor rooms. They all have soaking tubs. They're slightly out of the way of the beach and the main pool, but it is super quiet over here. You get a better look at some of the decks. These actually sit on the first couple holes of the golf course. And they do have their own pool. So now we're gonna start back at the main pool and take a look at the right side of the resort. This was actually filmed on a day before they started setting up for the grand opening. So you can see there actually are beach chairs, umbrellas, and this is what it normally looks like down by the pool area. There's also another pool here off to our right. This has volleyball during the day. It's usually a bit of a quieter pool, another bar in front of us as well. You can see a much less lively pool than the main pool during the day. Usually the volleyball nets go up around noon. They do have cornholes set up every day. Sometimes there's ping pong tables as well. In front of us is the sushi restaurant, Gatsu Gatsu, and I will be showing a little more of that in a minute. This is like another courtyard seating area. I know during the grand opening, they use that field for a lot of festivities. As we come down this path, you're not only gonna see some more bikes, but there are 2 whirlpools. I know these whirlpool hot tubs were awesome during the sunset, just to sit, relax, because the sunset actually happens right in front here. So you have one on the left, and you're gonna see there is also one on the right down here. And another path leading to that beach we were on before with the white sand. It's a lot of gardening, a lot of shrubbery, a lot of like seating. Again, here's the entrance to Gatsu Gatsu. This is equivalent to soy at all of the other Sandals resorts. Some of the sushi we ate. And it is open only for dinner. Straight ahead is the beach bar. Mentioned before, this resort had some of the best drinks of any Sandals. They had drinks with dragon fruit, coconut water, obviously blue curacao. They had frosé. And then as we move towards the right again, we're headed towards the actual beach and seating area. This is what they call the beach club. So other than the piano bar at night, this is where most of the entertainment happens. The shows, the DJ. You can see there's lots of seating. So this bar gets super busy at night. Some more rooms behind us here. But now we're making our way down towards the actual beach area. I know we have had zero issues getting chairs at the beach. We've just come out in the morning, threw our stuff down, maybe around like 8, 9 a.m. Nothing too crazy. Has not been difficult at all to get a beach chair. Again, too, this video was taken earlier in our stay, so there are a lot more palapas up on the beach than you currently see now for shade. The water here is super clear, super warm. You have that dock that you can actually walk out onto. You're going to see that the snorkeling and dive boat, if you plan to participate in those, since they're included in your Sandals stay, it comes right there. You have the signature Sandals floats out in the water. It's a very long beach. See, we have some beach cabanas back here. Coming up, you have actually another beach bar and some bathrooms. So we'll take a better look at that. This is actually Strand, so this is open for both lunch and dinner. It is their signature seafood restaurant. So I know it looks like this beach is pretty closed in because it is part of an inlet, but we were actually super surprised, since we're beach people, of how much wildlife actually comes in here. We saw octopuses, we saw a stingray, we saw huge puffer fish, and tons of other fish, both small and large. Here's a little look at the octopus. So it was actually really exciting. We thought it would be more of like a lake, kind of due to like the closed off look it has, but we were super impressed with the wildlife here. We definitely actually saw more in the water here than we have at other Sandals, which is pretty interesting. The beach, though, as you can see, is a lot larger than we had expected, both width and lengthwise. And as we come up on the end of the Sandals property here, you're going to see that they have the water sports hut. So this is where you would sign up for diving. You have the dive shop. This is where you would sign up for snorkeling. Again, both are included in your Sandals stay. You can do them as many times as you would like. I know we went out snorkeling twice. They have kayaks, paddle boards. Unfortunately, you do have to stay within the dock area. But again, we saw so much wildlife, we were actually pretty surprised. So it ended up being a great experience. You also can take out the Hobie cats. If you don't know how to sail them, the Sandals staff will sail one for you with you on it. That, though, is done outside the dock. So you get a much better view of the surrounding inlet and some of the private homes around Sandals. So it's kind of like a nice little tour. And this is just a better look at the beautiful water. Very calm, very clear. So right behind the beach, as you can see, there's all these staircases. There are tons of rooms. Lots of swim outs. As you can see, there were some off to our left. These rooms are not swim outs in front of us, but do have a beautiful view of the beach. And this path runs all along the beach, so all of these rooms look out on the ocean. Like we said, this resort was absolutely huge. It was a lot larger than we had expected. From looking at photos, you'll see another bike someone probably used to get around. I know we used them quite a bit, whether it was getting to breakfast, dinner, just taking a ride to the beach. You're gonna see these are more swim outs. That's kind of cool because it's like a little private cove back there. And again, these are all beachfront rooms. I know, as I mentioned before, all the shrubbery was in by the time we left, so please ignore all the dirt. Again, turning back around, you can see that the dive boat is about to head out. Some of the excursions too, like the catamaran over there, you can see pick you up right at this dock as well. Again, some more swim outs. Now for a quick room tour. We had a subby premium room. So again, nothing too fancy, but you have these floor length mirrors on the closet. We had a safe, Sandals signature laundry bag. We had 2 Sandals robes, an iron and an ironing board, some extra pillows, blankets. Very large closet too. Over to our little mini bar. We had tons of soft drinks, beer, wine. I know if we inside the fridge, you'll be able to see some of what was stocked. Over towards the bathroom, you're gonna see there's a separate area for the toilet with a pocket door. You have your sink area. There is a blow dryer behind those towels. Hand sanitizer, alcohol wipes. You have this really cool touch mirror that turns your light on and off. We have our shower. Super clean. We were told we were actually the first people in this room yet. So a lot of the rooms are just being completed. You have all of your signatures, Sandals Red Lane products, shampoo, conditioner, body wash, little sewing kit, cotton swabs. As we come out of the room, we have our TV, our bed. I have to say too, the maids here went above and beyond. Every single day we would come back and everything would be decorated. There would be towel animals. Just a better look. They gave us coffee and tea. There are outlets. So the one problem here is that there's very few American outlets. You don't need to bring your own converter, but Sandals will give you converters if you ask. And then onto our deck. Again, we're overlooking Aloes and those heart-shaped pool bungalows. We have a swim out below us. Great place to spend your morning drinking coffee, tea, bringing dessert back to your room at night. It's definitely very quiet all the way on this side of the resort. We were all the way off to the left side of our room. You can see the food truck area. So the next area I want to show you guys is the Red Lane Spa and the Red Lane Gym. So off to the right here, you'll see the sign for the gym and spa. Off to the left, you will see the entrance to the spa. And straight ahead, you will see the gym. This gym is all brand new. You have your scale, your towels, there's always water bottles stocked. The equipment is literally brand new, which is amazing. You have lots of cardio equipment, row machines, treadmills, stair steppers. You have your weightlifting machines. I know towards the back, there's some racks of free weights as well. There's tons of windows in here, so it's really bright, lit up. You get a nice view of the pool and some of the gardening. I know on the treadmill, I saw some iguanas running by outside. This was actually the pool area during the day. This was one of their 80s pool parties. They bring out tons of floats and DJs. There's always entertainment by the main pool. So I know we said we had snorkeled twice on this trip. This was the view coming back on the boat from one of the snorkeling trips. They take you literally right around the inlet. We got to see sunken ships. Here you can see some of the fish, the coral reef. The island had a giant shelf wrapped around it, and then as you swam out just a little bit further, it dropped off hundreds of feet. The only thing I will say is the water was a little bit choppy on both the boat and while snorkeling. So if you're someone like me who doesn't do so great with that, I would definitely take some Dramamine before getting on that boat. Here's a map of the resort. You can see there are some tennis courts up towards the top that I didn't show in this video. Overall though, the weather was between 80, 90 degrees. If it rained for only about 5 minutes. And this hotel, I would say, is great for people who love pools and love diving. But overall, we will definitely be back to this Sandals.